On December 27, 2024, detectives received a cyber tip reporting that a Dropbox account was uploading and storing inappropriate content. Over the next month, investigators gathered digital evidence and traced the activity to a specific residence. A search warrant was obtained, and on January 23, 2025, detectives executed that warrant at the location.
Okay. Who else is in the house?
You got her?
Police department, everyone come outside.
No, I don't. All right.
Police department, everyone come outside.
Male subject coming down.
Alright, come outside. Anyone else inside? No. That's alright, we'll get you to step out. Open the squad.
Tommy, come over here.
Hands right here.
Alright, stay here.
Right here, we're seeing the controlled chaos of a lawful search warrant being executed. Notice how calm the officers are. This isn't a raid. It's a procedural entry backed by months of digital evidence. The questions about firearms aren't random either. Officers are establishing officer safety and documenting everything inside the home. What's striking is the homeowner's cooperative tone, even offering Ring camera footage to help. That instinct to help often comes from people who believe they can explain their way out. But here's the key question for viewers. If you truly believed you were hacked, would you be this relaxed, or already asking for a lawyer?
Those will be a couple minutes. Then we'll bring you back inside. Stay here for now.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where are you guys' shoes at?
What's that? Oh, the shoe rack is right there. Thank you, boss.
Those yours?
Yep.
Are these yours? Let me search this real quick and then
I have a Ring camera. My phone's in my bedroom, of course. But I'm wondering if that saw anything. Might be able to help you guys.
Tommy, do you know anything?
No, I was. There is one firearm in the house. On my nightstand, facing the window, the one closest to the window.
Okay.
It's in a lockbox.
And then you have one in the closet as well.
And one in the closet, yes.
So there's two.
There's
Two firearms,
in the
yes.
house.
Are they loaded?
No.
I'm Detective Strauss with the Algonquin Police Department. I'll explain everything in a sec. Okay. We're just going to clear the living room so we can have you guys take a seat on the couch, and I'll talk with both of you guys, okay?
Sounds good.
File that off, sir.
I'm gonna see. Okay. So like my partner explained, he's gonna do all the talking with you guys. For right now, I just want you to sit there, okay? And then he's gonna stand by you, okay?
Sounds good.
Is everything okay?
The detective, Skrotsky, when he comes in, he'll let you know what's going on.
Can we just confirm, like, we're okay though? Like, yeah.
Yeah, there's no danger out there. No.
I'll introduce myself again. I'm Detective Skrotsky. I know this is a shock to both of you, so I'll try to explain everything as best I can. Are you guys the only people that reside here?
Yes.
We're the only residents, yes.
All right.
That
How long-
alarm is my alarm clock upstairs. I don't know if anyone.
Yeah. No, you're good. We'll figure it out. How long have you lived here?
We bought November 14th of last year, so a little over a year now.
So November, keep it 2024?
Yeah. 2023. No, 2023. He's right. It was right before the wedding.
All right, and what internet service provider do you guys have?
Xfinity?
Comcast Xfinity?
Yeah.
Pretty much since you moved in?
Yes.
And what service do you have for your cell phone?
AT&T through my parents. I'm still on their phone.
You're on their plan? And yours?
I'm still on my parents. We have Verizon.
Gotcha. So what I do at the Algonquin Police Department is I work internet crimes against. So I'll explain what that entails. That is usually when I receive what's called a cyber tip from a company, electronic service provider. They'll say, oh, we located this on our platform. We need you to investigate it.
Yeah.
And I'll look into that, file a legal process, whether that's a 13 or 16, and try and get more information.
Okay.
This is a critical educational moment. The detective explains how cyber tips work. These aren't guesses or rumors. Electronic service providers are legally required to report illegal content. And once they do, law enforcement follows a strict legal process using subpoenas and warrants. This isn't about browsing history alone. It's about stored files, metadata, access logs, and forensic artifacts that show intent and repeated behavior. The "I was hacked" explanation is extremely common in these cases, and detectives hear it constantly. So ask yourself, if the digital trail is this detailed, how likely is it that someone else randomly left all these fingerprints behind?
I've been having really like hacking stuff
And
pop up.
Thomas, that's what I'd like to talk with you about. Is it okay while we have this discussion, if it's in private, if your wife maybe waits upstairs?
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll give you a copy of the search warrant, ma'am. You can look that over if you'd like while you're waiting. And we'll probably just have another officer wait with you in a separate room. Which room would you like to wait in?
I guess my bedroom will turn off the alarm.
Okay, yeah. Not a good idea.
Can I ask a couple questions?
Yes, go ahead.
So I know this is because he got hacked. I know that for a fact. So what's all gonna happen then? So is he going to court for something?
I'll explain that. Obviously, if that's the case, we need to discuss some things. Take off the jacket. Or you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have your attorney present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand?
I don't understand.
Okay.
This moment should make everyone pause. Miranda rights are read, and the suspect says, "I don't understand." That's a red flag, not legally, but psychologically. From here on, everything he says is voluntary and admissible. What follows is a long attempt to frame disturbing content as algorithm glitches or hacking incidents. But platforms don't randomly flood accounts with illegal material without user interaction. Algorithms react to behavior. So here's the engagement question. Do you think he genuinely believed this explanation? Or was this the story he hoped would stick before the forensic evidence came back?
You use any social media or anything?
Yeah, like the usernames.
Mm-hmm.
Capital ZEFT98.
What do you use that for?
Steam and Discord.
Do you use any social media?
No, I got rid of it all. That's what I started seeing the weird stuff on.
Explain that.
So, you know, like the, when you like go to search for something, they were getting like these weird, creepy search results, and then like the recommended feed was getting filled with all this crap, and I wasn't the one that searched it. I don't look at that crap, and I just said, okay, forget that, I'm done with all social media. I tried reinstalling it once with new profile, username, that sort of stuff, new password, same shit started happening. So I just deleted it again and then didn't delete.
So you said you noticed stuff coming up on your social media?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff?
Like it was like gymnastics, like gymnastics, and I'm not searching for that shit. So I decided I'm gonna delete the account and not have that. I'm not gonna be on that platform anymore.
Okay. So I'm going to preface what I say next with this, and it's very important that you're honest. Mm-hmm. So I've done a lot of these cases, and I have people explaining all types of things. They say, I was looking at it out of curiosity. I've been hacked. But ultimately, those forensic examiners up there, it's their job to look through computers, cell phones, and they find what are called artifacts of searches, of programs, so they're able to determine what's installed on devices, files people have been accessing, their internet browsing history, all that kind of stuff. So they're going to look through all that, and what my suspicion is that you've been downloading and saving it to Dropbox, and ultimately they're going to determine the forensic artifacts associated with that. What I need you to do is to be honest, because when it comes to this stuff, it does not look good when someone's lying about it. Mm-hmm. Okay?
This is where the tone shifts, and it's deliberate. The detective lays out exactly how forensic examinations work. Installed programs, access history, saved files, timestamps. This isn't intimidation. It's reality. When investigators say the computer will tell the story, they mean it. The warning about honesty is crucial because courts consider cooperation and admissions during sentencing. The emotional weight ramps up as the suspect begins to crack. Viewers should note how the detective balances firmness with calm empathy, because once admissions start, the case legally transforms from investigation to prosecution in real time.
So, I understand sometimes people have remorse. They're like, I've had this problem for a while. I'm trying to get help. I just need to know what's going on with you. And I'll try to keep it as secret as I can and disclose as little as possible to her as I need to, practically. But I just need you to be honest. How long have you been looking at child?
I guess when I was a minor myself.
When you were a minor? Okay.
Yeah.
When did you first see that kind of stuff?
When? Or where? I don't remember.
Do you remember what platform you saw that on?
If you guys don't mind just stepping out of the way.
Usually people remember where they discovered stuff. If it was a particular website, if it was a file clearing service.
I think the first one was Kick. That was like
Kick.
a mobile.
Yeah,
like,
I've had to
talk
cases from them, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll wait until she goes back in her room, okay? Now, so it's a little bit quieter. Do you want to go sit at the dining room table? So,
Yeah.
ask you a couple other questions?
Yeah.
Have you ever produced child? No. When you were telling me before those were hacked, was that just a white lie?
It's like 50-50.
Okay. What's the youngest you've seen when viewing that stuff? And nothing surprises me. I mean,
I don't know.
if you could estimate the youngest age of any of the you saw in there.
I couldn't tell you.
Probably younger than 13, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you prefer photos or videos?
I guess videos.
I was going to say, everyone's got a preference, and I understand that. I'm not asking you these questions to make you feel bad. I'm just asking you them because they're part of the procedure to ask these type of questions, okay? Have you ever sought help for this?
Not professional, but
So you've never seen a therapist and told a therapist or anyone about this?
I've seen therapists, but not. This hasn't been a discussion.
Okay. It's usually
it's-
something people keep to themselves, and I
Yeah.
understand why. Is it something you want to get help for?
Yeah, I've been struggling with this.
Does anyone else know that you do this? Have you told anyone?
She knows I have a, but not this bad.
She just thinks it's regular.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know that this type of stuff is illegal?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you feel like something like this might happen at some point in time? Okay. Did that cause you stress?
Yeah.
I'm sure. When you view that kind of stuff, when do you view it? Is it like late at night when you're asleep, or?
Late at night. I mean, I'm so addicted at home. The work bathroom.
Okay.
This section is deeply uncomfortable, and intentionally so. The suspect admits addiction, escalating behavior, and contact with minors across gaming platforms. These details aren't asked out of curiosity. They establish severity, risk, and pattern. From a legal standpoint, this eliminates most defense arguments. From a human standpoint, it raises devastating questions about accountability, treatment, and prevention. Notice how the detective introduces resources only after full disclosure. Help comes second to truth. Here's the question for the audience. Should courts prioritize punishment, rehabilitation, or both when addiction intersects with serious criminal harm?
I'm addicted, man. I need help.
Gotcha. And we've got a social worker through our police department that can connect you with resources, so we'll try and get you the help you need, okay? And she knows nothing about this.
I think she suspects.
Why do you say that?
She's asked.
Do you think, did she ever locate stuff on your device?
It's possible. I don't know.
Have you ever had any at no point in time?
No, I mean, like Snapchat maybe, but that was like forever ago.
How long ago was that?
I really don't know.
Okay. So you do use Snapchat to chat?
Not anymore. No.
Okay. Were you an adult when that occurred? Okay. How old was he chatting with?
I don't know.
Was it a male or female?
Female.
Female? Okay. How old did she look? What would you estimate her age was?
10 to 12. I don't know.
10 to 12?
I don't know.
Did she show you Okay. And did you know that juvenile that was on?
No.
You met her online? How online?
Like gaming.
Gaming? On what game?
That one was Roblox.
You met her on Roblox?
Yeah.
Did you meet juveniles on any other platforms besides Roblox and TikTok or social media? So you said there's approximately 3 or 4 other girls? So 4 or 5 total?
Around.
Did they all send you? Are we going to find anything in that Dropbox account from your social media that you saved personally?
No.
Okay. Is there any from personal interactions with located on the website? So we're going to need to put you in handcuffs
Yeah.
and take you outside. Okay. Can you hold this for a second?
Yeah.
Anything in these pockets?
By the end of this case, the legal outcome is clear. After forensic analysis, the suspect was charged with 20 counts of possession, pled guilty, and received jail time, extended probation, financial penalties, and mandatory offender registration. Beyond the courtroom, the personal fallout was immediate. His marriage dissolved within months. This case underscores how digital actions leave permanent trails and how swiftly cyber investigations can dismantle a life built on secrecy. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.